Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Tamer, call the roll, please.
Jensen. Here. Bram.
Here.
Toludo.
Here.
Cahill.
Here.
Nudera.
Here.
Park.
Here.
Bastido.
Here.
Nardini.
Here.
Brennan.
Here.
Kirby.
Here.
Deuter.
Here.
Remus is absent. Hill is absent. Schenko.
Here.
12 present, 2 absent.
12 present, 2 absent. We have a quorum. At this point, item 2, receipt of written communications from the public. Is there any member of the public that has a written communication that they would like to deliver to the council? If so, please raise your hand. Seeing none, we'll move on to public forum. Clerk Tamer, is anyone signed in for public forum this evening?
No, Mayor.
All right, is there anyone in the audience that would like to give public forum this evening that did not have an opportunity to sign up previously? We have no one for public forum. Item 4, announcements. Are there any announcements from the dais this evening? Still getting used to people sitting in different places. All right. Then we'll move on to the consent agenda. Clerk Tamer, will you read the consent agenda, please?
Yes. .1 minutes of the regular meeting of the Elmhurst City Council on June 5th, 2023. 5.2 accounts payable June 20th, 2023, $4,565,024.30. 5.3 appointment of Haley Reitnauer and Jamie Basso to Elmhurst to the Senior Citizen Commission. 5.4 referral committee and commission meeting recording. 5.5 report case 23 ZBA 04 348 North Walnut porch variation. 5.6 report electric aggregation. See item 8.2. 5.7 report DuPage Senior Citizen Council funding request. 5.8 an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of a non-exclusive license agreement by and between Elmhurst Park District and the City of Elmhurst, DuPage and Cook Counties, Illinois. 5.9 an ordinance waiving bid and authorizing the issuance of a notice of award and authorizing the execution of a contract for the 2023 asphalt rejuvenating program. 5.10 a resolution appointing Vice Chair Jennifer Remus to the Economic Development Commission for the City of Elmhurst, Illinois. 5.11 a resolution authorizing the purchase of rock salt for use within the City of Elmhurst. 5.12 a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an agreement by and between Walker Consultants and the City of Elmhurst for the Gloss Mansion chimney repair engineering services. 5.13 a resolution authorizing the issuance of a notice of award for the Larch Avenue Parking Structure 2023 Maintenance Repairs Project. 5.14 a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a renewal contract for the 2023 crack sealing and seal coating program. And 5.15 a resolution to approve and authorize the execution of a professional construction observation engineering services agreement by and between Clark Dietz Inc. and the City of Elmhurst for the South and West Water Tower Rehabilitation Project.
Thank you. Is there any item on the consent agenda that any alderman would like to remove, either to vote against or for further discussion? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda. Alderman Brand with a motion, Alderman Cahill with a second. Clerk Tamer?
Jensen.
Aye.
Bram.
Aye.
Cahill.
Aye.
Toludo.
Aye.
Park.
Aye.
Nudera.
Aye.
Bastido.
Aye.
Nardini.
Aye.
Brennan.
Aye.
Irby.
Aye.
Deuter.
Aye.
Remus absent. Hill absent. Schenko.
Aye.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent. The consent agenda passes. Moving on to item 6, rather. We're going in numerical order. Reports and recommendations of appointed elected officials for Mayor Levin. First of all, I want to thank the city staff, Clerk Tamer and Alderman Irby, who joined me for the Special Kids Day event at City Hall. A lot of work went into that. It was several hours long. We had a lot of people come through it that really enjoyed that, and I appreciate all the effort that was put out by our staff and our council on that. I also want to note that we will not be meeting as the City Council on July 3rd. Our next meeting would then be on the 17th. City Manager?
Thank you, Mayor. A couple of quick things. The museum opened a new exhibit last week, and it runs through September 17th. It's called The Bicycle Two Wheels to Adventure. We got a sneak preview of it at the foundation event, so I would highly recommend you get over there and take a look at that. It is our new exhibit coordinator's first exhibit, and I think she really knocked it out of the park, as Dave Oberg might say. So I strongly encourage you to get over there and see that. And also, Beer Fest tickets are now on sale. They had a pre-sale party at Pints over the weekend and sold more tickets than they did last year already. Oh, wow. So get them while you can. Or volunteer to pour at Beer Fest. That's free admission right there. So Dave is always looking for celebrity pourers, and I would strongly encourage that. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, City Manager. Item 7, committee reports. Clerk Tamer, would you read the report?
Let me get back to where I was, sorry.
That's all right.
Okay. It is therefore the recommendation of the Public Affairs and Safety Committee to waive competitive bids, suspend the rules to approve the report and resolution on the same night, and approve the purchase of one 2024 Pierce Enforcer Pumper Rescue Truck from McQueen Emergency 1401 North Farnsworth Avenue, Aurora, Illinois, for the amount of $818,906, which includes the purchase price of $864,000 minus savings of $26,096 for 100% prepayment and $19,000 for trade-in on Engine 4, and that the city attorney prepare the appropriate resolution. Signed, Alderman Michael Brennan, Chair, and Alderman Nardini, Vice Chair, absent, Alderman Nardini, absent Alderman Hill.
We have a motion to put this item before the council. Motion, Alderman Brennan. Second, Alderman Nardini. Alderman Brennan.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to explain this report in detail, so be patient with me. The report before council tonight, it's here for 4 reasons. The first reason, one of Elmhurst department's engines is due to retire next year. During the last review process, or budget review process, this is tentatively out in 2024 as a replacement. So we knew that there was a tired engine in the fleet. The second reason, lead time for pumper engines range from 18 to 24 months, if not longer. It really depends. So supply chain's still an issue. The third reason, the city of Elmhurst was informed of a state grant in the sum of $850,000, which has been earmarked for the purchase of a new engine. Quite the coincidence. So last reason, an allocated engine has been located that meets Elmhurst Fire Department's needs. So it's not produced yet, but it's been identified, and we have an opportunity to get it earmarked for our city. The fire department responds to both fire and medical emergency calls with a combination of apparatuses. One key apparatus is the pumper engine. Currently Elmhurst has one frontline engine and one reserve engine at each station. So Station 1 and Station 2 both have 2 engines. The National Fire Protection Association, NFPA, guidelines suggest that frontline service life of an engine is 15 years, followed by 5 years in reserve status. The reality is engines require regular maintenance and sometimes break down. Therefore, reserve engines are needed to ensure the safety of our residents. So at Station 1, just some details. So the frontline engine at Station 1 is a 2018. Approximately 40,000 miles, and it's within NFPA guideline through 2033. So we're in pretty decent shape with that engine. Station 1 Reserve is Engine 3. It's a 2009, approximately 93,000 miles. It's within guidelines through 2029, as a reserve engine. Station 2, the frontline engine is a 2009 with approximately 81,000 miles on it, and within guidelines through 2024. And the reserve at Station 2 is Engine 4. It's a 2002, so it's pretty old. It's approximately, has 80,000 miles, and exceeds the guidelines for a reserve engine. So with the purchase of the proposed new engine, Engine 2 will slide into reserve status, right, per schedule. And Engine 4 will be retired. It's actually part of the trade for the dealership. And the new engine will be the new frontline engine at Station 2. So the economics is, the report reads, the cost of the new engine's $864,000, trade-in of $19,000, prepayment savings of $26,000, with a net cost of basically $819,000 rounded up. The state grant will fund 100% of this purchase. So to be clear, the engine is not in lieu of the rescue squad that we approved earlier this year. Interim Fire Chief Dufort is reviewing the entire operation and assessing how the rescue squad fits into a plan that ensures we're balancing miles on each fire apparatus while delivering industry-leading services to our residents. So in summary, if we delay this decision, the state grant could go away. There's no guarantee that it will be there when we need it. If we don't act in a timely fashion, costs, if they follow suit over the last several years, are estimated to go up $100,000 on this apparatus alone. So if we delayed 2 years, for example, we would expect, to probably pay $200,000 more than we would today. Lead times for a new engine could be as far as 3 years out. So if we waited and passed up this opportunity, there are ramifications of doing that. So with all that, I ask for your support on the purchase of this apparatus. And I do look forward to reporting back to you on Elmhurst Fire Department's plans to optimize our fleet and our assets. Thank you.
Before I open up discussion, I just want to add that this particular truck is one that someone else is not able to take, so we're stepping in and taking their truck in line. So it's not like they're taking orders generally. There's also a retooling process that's going on where they're going to more environmentally friendly trucks. So as they retool, if we don't get this one, I don't know that there's a production line that's available right now to produce another truck. It could be 4 years off, and I won't make any comment except to add those facts. Let me open up for discussion. Alderman Nudera.
I was just wondering, does the new fire truck have all the necessary equipment for the firemen on it? All of it's there for their needs?
Yes, so this is, the specs on this truck meet all the specs that we require for a pumper engine. So there will be water on this truck.
Other discussion? All right. Clerk Tamer?
Jensen? Graham?
Aye.
Cahill?
Aye.
Toludo?
Aye.
Park?
Aye.
Nudera?
Aye.
Bastido?
Aye.
Nardini?
Aye.
Brennan?
Aye.
Irby?
Aye.
Deuter?
Aye.
Remus is absent. Hill is absent. Schenko?
Aye.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent. Report 7.1 is adopted. On to ordinances. 8.1, Clerk Tamer, please read the ordinance.
An ordinance granting a variation from the front yard setback requirement to the property commonly known as 348 North Walnut Street, Elmhurst, Illinois. See item 5.4.
All right, may I have a motion to put 8.1 before the council? Alderman Deuter with a motion. Alderman Park with a second. Alderman Deuter.
Thank you, Mayor. This ordinance follows a report that we approved just a minute ago on the consent agenda. It is the approval of a setback variation for an existing home that's being renovated at 348 North Walnut. The existing house is placed in front of the setback that's required today, and the rebuilding of the porch triggered the need to come for this variation. The size of the porch that's being proposed is smaller than the porch that's being replaced. As it moved through the process, there was no opposition expressed from anyone in the public. The support at the commission and at the committee were unanimous. Typically, we would have the report come through tonight, and the ordinance would come through at the next council meeting, which, as we heard the mayor say, is not going to be 2 weeks from now, but 4 weeks from now. So for all those reasons, we are asking for the approval of the ordinance tonight as well. So I ask for your support.
Any discussion? Clerk Damer?
And this was 5.5. Okay. Can I just say one thing really quick? There's a Scribner error on 8.1. It's actually referring to 5.5. So thank you, Alderman Toledo.
Thank you.
See item 5.5.
All right, proceed and call the roll.
Thank you. Jensen?
Aye.
Bram?
Aye.
Cahill?
Aye.
Toledo?
Aye.
Park?
Aye.
Nudera?
Aye.
Bastido?
Aye.
Nardini?
Aye.
Brennan?
Aye.
Irby?
Aye.
Deuter?
Aye.
Verimus? Absent. Hill? Absent. Schenko?
Aye.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent. Ordinance 8.1 is adopted. 8.2, if you would read the ordinance, please, Clerk Tamer.
An ordinance authorizing the execution of a master power supply agreement by and between MC Squared Energy Services LLC and the City of Elmhurst, DuPage and Cook Counties, Illinois. And this is actually see item 5.6, not 5.5, 5.6.
All right, we have a motion to put 8.2 before the council. Alderman Toledo with a motion, second by Alderman Jensen. Alderman Toledo.
Thank you. This is a electric aggregation report from the Finance Committee. Basically, electric aggregation has become the pricing model, which was a savings model for our residents several years ago, and then became a contribution to the city from the electrical aggregation. The market conditions right now are not favorable for either of those things to happen. So the Finance Committee is recommending a 1-year contract with the only provider that is in the marketplace at this point in time, MC Squared. No civic contribution. It will match the ComEd rate that anyone that is receiving electricity from ComEd would get. And it does not prevent us from participating in other programs that may come up, such as solar programs. We spoke about that at length during our committee meeting. And it does allow Elmhurst to continue to participate in the 5% RECs, which are renewable energy credits. So we get that green certificate and get to contribute to those sustainability efforts with this report. We are asking to suspend the rules tonight because the prior contract did end at the end of May. So it'd be good to get back on to this and get that communication out to residents. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Toledo. Any discussion? All right, Clerk Tamer.
Jensen?
Aye.
Bram?
Aye.
Cahill?
Aye.
Toledo?
Aye.
Park?
Aye.
Nudera?
Aye.
Bastido?
Aye.
Nardini?
Aye.
Brennan?
Aye.
Irby?
Aye.
Deuter?
Aye.
Verimus absent. Hill absent. Schenko?
Aye.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent. 8.2 passes. On to resolutions. Clerk Tamer.
A resolution authorizing the purchase of one 2024 replacement Pierce Enforcer pumper rescue fire truck and authorizing the disposal of one 2002 pumper rescue fire truck. See item 7.1.
All right, we may have a motion to put this resolution before council. Alderman Brennan with a motion, Alderman Nardini with a second. Alderman Brennan.
Thank you, Mayor. So when I covered 7.1 in the report, we also requested a suspension of the rules. The mayor hit the nail on the head. I mean, we're lucky to get in this line, and so we want to get this through council so we can carry out the transaction with the dealer. Thank you.
Any discussion? Clerk Tamer?
Jensen.
Aye.
Graham.
Aye.
Cahill.
Aye.
Toledo.
Aye.
Park.
Aye.
Nudera.
Aye.
Bastido.
Aye.
Nardini.
Aye.
Brennan.
Aye.
Irby.
Aye.
Deuter.
Aye.
Remus absent, Hill absent, Schenko.
Aye.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent. Resolution 9.1 is adopted. Agenda item 10, other business. Is there any other business to be brought before the council this evening? There being none, I'd ask for a motion to adjourn. Alderman Udare with a motion. Alderman Schenko with a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned.